Welcome, dear students. Your warm welcome on my YouTube channel, Our Chemistry Class. Our topic is magnetic susceptibility. Dear students, our first unit has been completed and second unit approximate half. This is the magnetic susceptibility. We discussed previous lecture of magnetic susceptibility, that what is the definition and so on. Today we discuss about measurement of the magnetic susceptibility. Dear students, you like, share and subscribe this channel for all students. Learning goals. What is the learning goals in this magnetic susceptibility? The students will gain hands-on experience evaluating the magnetic properties of a paramagnetic metal complexes. Paramagnetic and diamagnetic discussion in previous lecture. Paramagnetic metal complexes have been unpaired electrons. The students will be able to calculate the magnetic moment mu effective from the magnetic susceptibility. Magnetic susceptibility is the psi m of the sample. The student will learn and understand the connection between magnetic properties, unpaired electrons, oxidation states, and ligand field strength. Because ligand field strength is the important factor to paramagnetic or diamagnetic. Ligands field strength. Ligands are two types: strong field ligand and weak field ligand. Strong field ligand are paired electrons, and weak field ligand having unpaired electrons. In strong ligand, energy gap is low, energy gap is high, and weak field ligand have energy gap is low. This is according to the geometry. Magnetic susceptibility. What is the magnetic susceptibility? What does it tell us? Magnetic properties give information about the number of unpaired electrons for paramagnetic metal center, number of unpaired electrons, oxidation state of metal center, geometry of the metal center, and ligand field strength. What exactly magnetism? Any moving electrical charge with spin and orbital angular momentum generates a magnetic field in a system. The measurement of the magnetic response of a material to an applied magnetic field is known as the susceptibility. The magnetic material are broadly classified into two categories, that is the diamagnetic and is the paramagnetic. Diamagnetic have the paired electrons and paramagnetic have unpaired electrons. The unpaired electrons, that paramagnetic substances, are attracted by the magnetic field, and diamagnetic, the paired electrons, so that diamagnetic substances are the repelled from the magnetic field. How can we measure the magnetic susceptibility? Various methods we measure the magnetic susceptibility. These methods, like as the NMR events methods, John Matthey, MSB, automagnetic susceptibility methods. SQUID. SQUID means superconducting quantum interference device. And Gauss balance. This is the mu is equals to 2.84 into in the root psi m into T upon n. Here is the psi m is the total molar magnetic susceptibility. Mu effective is the magnetic moment, Bohr magneton Bm, and n is the number of the paramagnetic center. NMR events method. Proton NMR in powerful tool of the determination of the magnetic susceptibility. These have the NMR tube. NMR tubes, this like here is NMR tube. And this is the sample solution, and this is the capillary with pure solvent. NMR spectrum collected, and in the NMR spectrum we send that NMR solvent in capillary shifted peak and NMR solvent in tube reference peak. This is the shifted peak and the reference peak. Two types of the peaks. SQUID method. Superconductive quantum interference device is comprised to two superconductors separated by thin insulating layer to form two parallel Josephson junction. The raw data is processed to obtain molar paramagnetic susceptibility. Johnson-Matthey MSB automagnetic susceptibility balance. A modified version of the Gauss method. This is the modified version of the Gauss method. We discussed Gauss methods after some slides. Measuring the force change on the compact magnet upon the insertion of the sample. Using raw data from balance, calculating mass susceptibility. This is the psi g. And psi m is the calculated from the psi m is equal to psi g m. M is the molecular weight. Calculate magnetic moment. Use the calculated psi m. Magnetic moment calculate. Use the calculated psi m to then calculate the magnetic moment. Magnetic moment is mu effective. Mu effective is known as the mu. Mu is equals to 2.84 into psi m into T upon n. Compare the calculated mu effective for given metal center with the literature. Is the result consistent with the oxidation state? What is the geometry of the metal center? Now we discuss Gauss method. This is the ancient and common method to determine the magnetic susceptibility. Amongst a wide range of the interest in optics, Brownian motion and experimental physics, Gauss also had a strong intrigue for the phenomena of magnetism. Gauss derived a mathematical expression showing that force is proportional to volume susceptibility for the interaction of material in a uniform magnetic field. From this derivation, Gauss proposed that balance measurement taken for tubes of material suspended in magnetic field could evaluate his expressions for volume susceptibility. Though Gauss never tested the scientific suggestion himself, this simple and expensive method became the foundation for measuring magnetic susceptibility and the blueprint of the Gauss balance. Procedure. The Gauss balance measures the apparent change in the mass of the sample as it is repelled or attracted by the region of high magnetic field between the poles. Some commercial available balance have a port at their base for this application. In use, a long cylindrical sample to be tested is suspended from a balance, partially entering between the poles of a magnet. The sample can be solid or liquid form and is often placed in a cylindrical container such as a test tube. Solid compounds are generally ground into the fine powder to allow for uniformly amongst the sample. The sample is suspended between the magnetic poles through an attached thread or string. The experimental procedure requires two separate readings to be performed. An initial balance reading is performed on the sample of interest without a magnetic field Ma. A subsequent balance reading is taken with an applied magnetic field Mb. Here is Ma and Mb. The difference between these two readings related the magnetic force on the sample Mb minus Ma. Concept: the apparent change in the mass from the two balance readings is a result of magnetic force on the sample. The magnetic force is applied across the gradient of a strong and weak magnetic field. A sample with a paramagnetic compound will be pulled down towards the magnetic and provide a positive difference in apparent mass Mb minus Ma. Diamagnetic compound can either exhibit no apparent change in weight or a negative change as the sample is slightly repelled by the applied magnetic field. With a paramagnetic sample, the magnetic induction is stronger than the applied field and magnetic susceptibility is positive. A diamagnetic sample has a magnetic induction much weaker than the applied field and a respective negative magnetic susceptibility. The following mathematical equation related the apparent change in mass to the volume susceptibility of the sample. This is the formula simple. Force is equals to Mb minus Ma. Before in previous slide we discussed about Mb and Ma. Then force is equals to Mb minus Ma into G. Here is the gravitational acceleration, which is the 9.8 meter per second square, is equals to half K2 minus K1. Yes, K1 is the volume susceptibility and K2 is the volume susceptibility of the sample. And AH square. Here AH square. No 2. This is the square. Mb minus Ma is equals to apparent difference in mass. And G is the gravitational acceleration. K1 is the volume susceptibility of medium, usually air and negligible value. And K2 the volume susceptibility of sample, and H is applied magnetic field, and A is the area of the sample tube. Instrumentation: in a practical device, the whole assembly of balance and magnet is enclosed in glass box to ensure that the weight measurement is not affected by air current. The sample can also be enclosed in a thermostat in order to make measurement at different temperatures. Since it requires a large and powerful electromagnet, the gauge balance is a stationary instrument permanently set up on a bench. The apparatus is often placed on a marble balance table in a non-ventilated room to minimize the vibration and disruption from the environment. The stationary magnetic of a guy balance is often a electromagnetic connected to a power source. Since balance recording with and without the applied magnetic field are required of the procedure. This is the instrument. Thank you. Thank you to all of you. This is the magnetism chapter is approximately finished. You prepare your notes, the help of PDF file and other material, and complete your assignment, and like, share and subscribe my channel R Chemistry Class. Next topic is very important for BSc third year and other competitive exams like as NET, SET, GATE, as on. That is the LS coupling. So you take interest on that topic. That topic we discuss in next lecture. So you continue subscribe my channel and continue send your assignment on my email. My email is rchemistry.dcb@gmail.com, which is the first slide of this presentation. So thank you. You peacefully listen me. Thank you. Thank you so much.